I might do that. Thank you. I think you're very smart. There's a reason why you're here.
It's not Friday.
You pay me too much attention.
One of the board members is here. It's the female.
You see, good. Rev, you wish you had a gavel in church. It works pretty well, doesn't it? What a wonderful honor to have all of you here in your city council chambers today. On behalf of myself and all the members of city council, all of our city staff, I know we have Mr. Baddourah, of course, here for his installation, and also Ms. Divine here as well. Mr. Davis sends his regards. He's out of town with a prior commitment, and he sends his very personal regards to Mr. Duvall, Mr. McDowell, and Reverend McDowell, and Mr. Baddourah. New beginnings. It's only the beginning now, a pathway yet unknown. At times, the sounds of other steps, sometimes we walk alone. The best beginnings of our lives may sometimes end in sorrow, but even on our darkest days, the sun will shine tomorrow. So we must do our best, whatever life may bring, and look beyond the winter chill to smell the breath of spring. Into each life will always come a time to start anew, a new beginning for each heart, as fresh as morning dew. Although the cares of life are great and hands are bowed so low, the storms of life will leave behind the wonder of a rainbow. The years will never take away our chance to start anew. It's only the beginning now, so dreams can still come true. 2016 will be an incredibly important year in the history of this city. As we mark a chance to start anew from the great floods of 2015, as we mark the very first year in over 55 that the Confederate battle flag has not been a part of our lives, as we continue to mark ways in which we can move forward together as a city. The flag coming down is worth applause, I think. We've had many joys and pains in 2015, and we had them all together. We'll have many joys and pains in 2016, and we'll make sure we have those together as well. I know I'm proud to be here with, I see Mayor Coble here, Councilman Cromartie. Will all of our other elected officials stand or raise your hand real quick? All of our elected officials. It's wonderful to see, I'm seeing Councilman Papadilla as well. See my friend Paul Livingston, Councilman Jim Manning, Councilman Kelvin Washington. I think I saw Commissioner Beatrice King here from Richland School District 1, and also our Transportation Commissioner is working very hard to get our roads all across the state, and especially those in the city of Columbia, back on track. John Hardy and Sam Glover, and so many others. If I missed you, please charge it to my head and not to my heart. We're so excited to be here, brothers. We're so happy to have you join us. We got a lot of work to do. Look forward to doing it together. It's my honor and pleasure to ask the Reverend Randall S. Derrick from the Macedonia Lutheran Church of Prosperity to come and open us with a word of prayer.
Let us stand for the invocation. And let us join our hearts in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, maker of the universe and all things therein, we humbly and joyfully thank you today for your love and for all the expressions of your goodwill and for your abiding mercies and strengths to us, your children. Thank you for today and for all that you will enable us to do and to accomplish today, and for all the happiness and hope that we have in our lives and in each other and in your beautiful and magnificent creation. Bless and sanctify our ceremony and gathering here today in Columbia. We ask that all that happens here may be pleasing in thy sight and be in total harmony and in complete agreement with thy wise and benevolent will in every way. And we commit our future into your loving, caring, and forgiving hands. These things and whatever else thou seest that we may ever need, in thy wonderful and holy name we humbly pray. Amen. Be seated, please. Now it is my joy and honor to invite for the oath of to conduct the oath of office the Honorable Gwendolyn Young Jones and Mr. Edward H. McDowell, Jr. to be installed.
Good afternoon. I am deeply honored to have been asked to participate in the swearing-in ceremony for a man that I fondly refer to as Reb. He actually participated in my swearing-in as a judge April 15th of 2010. More importantly, he baptized both of my children, who are now ages 19 and 23. I know what you're thinking, but no, Reb, we're not getting older, we're getting better. Amen. With that being said, if you would, please place your left hand on the Bible, raising your right hand, repeat after me. As a council member of the municipality of the City of Columbia,
the municipalities of the City of Columbia,
I will equally, fairly, and impartially, to the best of my ability, and skill, exercise the trust reposed in me, and I will use my best endeavors to preserve the peace and carry into effect according to the law the purposes for which I have been elected. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I am duly qualified according to the Constitution of this state to exercise the duties of the office to which I have been elected, and that I will, to the best of my ability, discharge the duties thereof, and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of this state and of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Love you.
Good afternoon. I too am so pleased to be here. All right, if you'll place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. There we go. And repeat after me. As a council member of the municipality
As a council member of the municipality
of the City of Columbia,
of the City of Columbia,
I will equally,
equally,
fairly, and impartially,
fairly, and impartially,
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and skill,
exercise
the trust reposed in me,
the trust reposed in me,
and I will use
and I will use
my best endeavors
my best endeavors
to preserve the peace
to preserve the peace
and carry into effect,
and carry into effect,
according to law,
the purposes
for which I have been elected.
for which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly
that
qualified,
I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of this office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my
to the
ability,
best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve, protect, and defend
and preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of this state
the Constitution of this state
and of the United
and
States.
of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I don't want to say a lot, but I do want to say some things. Number one, this is the Chief Judge of the City of Columbia, Dana Turner, who has done a great job and is a good friend of ours. I'm delighted to have her do the swearing in. I did get my left and my right. Citadel grad, you know. This is really a humbling experience to have so much trust and faith put into my abilities that the City of Columbia has elected me to this office of the City Council for the city. During the month of October, the City of Columbia experienced devastating floods. And it was out of this devastation that we saw where Columbia was strongest, because we worked together. Neighborhoods didn't matter, communities didn't matter, personalities didn't matter. We learned from that experience that we have strength when we have unity. I want to bring that unity to your city council because the citizens of Columbia need that unity. And I pledge to the mayor, to the members of council, and to the staff that I will do everything in my ability to serve to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Linsky, and I have the great honor of administering the oath to Councilman Baddourah. This is my second time that he's asked me to do that. I guess I did an okay job the first time. And again, I'm just greatly honored to be here. Are you going to hold it? Okay. If you'd place your left hand, raise your right hand. All right. And repeat after me.
Okay.
As a council member
As a council member
of the municipality
and as a municipality
of the City of Columbia,
of the City of Columbia,
I will equally,
equally,
fairly,
fairly,
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability
to my best of my ability
and skill, exercise the trust
exercise the trust
reposed in me,
imposed in me,
and I will use my best endeavors
and I will use my best endeavors
to preserve the peace
to preserve the peace
and carry into effect,
and carry into effect,
according to law,
according to law,
the purposes for which
the purposes for which
I have been elected.
I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified,
that I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties
to exercise the duties
of the office to which
of the office to which
I have been elected,
I have been elected.
and that I will,
Then I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duty thereof,
and preserve,
and preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of this state
the Constitution of this state
and of the United States.
and of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Unlike Howard, I have a lot to say. I do want to take this opportunity and take a moment to thank everybody being here, especially my wife, my family, my friend, Judge Phil Lewinsky. Thank you again for doing the honor. It is my pleasure to have you here again, Circuit. I do want to take this opportunity to go back and take you on a journey in the past 4 years that I was elected for the Columbia City Council. On April 17, 2012, I was elected to represent District 3. Shortly after that, it was discovered that a South Edison community has been discovered that had lead and arsenic contaminations from an old fertilizer plant that operated in that neighborhood 100 years ago. As a rookie, I was reaching out for everyone's that I know in politics and in business world and in private land. I reached out for answers and directions. And with the help of my colleagues, state officials, federal officials, and the EPA, we were able to clean that neighborhood within 3 months from the day we discovered that contamination. Today, I sit here, if we go back a month ago, or 2 months ago, I'm sorry, in October, just shortly after we discovered that I was declared re-elected for my second term due to non-response or non-competition. On October 3rd, the 1,000-year flood came. Neighborhoods were disassembled, houses were ruined, weddings were canceled, birthday parties were postponed, and life was a standstill. What makes this city so unique is the people of the city. Strangers came to help. People out of the city, out of the state, came to help to ensure some kind of stability in a people's life that was ruined because of the flood. And during my next 4 years, I promise you, I will do everything I can to represent you as a representative and as a councilman for District 3 in the city of Columbia. I will do every effort and every energy that I have to ensure that the best interest of the city is put forward in front of us. Then thank you, and I'm honored to be your representative for the next 4 years, and looking forward to work with Reverend and Howard and the mayor and all the other council members to plan a better future for our city. Thank you again for having me, and I am honored to be here.
Well, I tell you, I wanted to get this over and done so quick, I forgot to say anything. So Jeannie and I took a quick exit to our seats. Just a word of thanks to each of you, particularly Judge Gwen Jones, my friend who has been a friend for many, many years, and that's why I asked her to do this. And of course, to my mom and dad who are here today. My daddy is almost 90 years old. My mom is yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. And particularly to all of our constituents in the greatest district in Columbia, and that's District 2. I am here to say to you with a heart and the will and the energy to make things happen. We are a team. The city and I, we are a team together. You know, you don't get elected because you want to get elected. You get elected because there are persons who believe in your dream, your vision. So I was just a person there, and others allowed their enabling force to take part. So I'm ready to work. I've been called everything the last few weeks, councilman-elect, this, that, and the other. Well, today, Howard and I, we are councilmen today, and we plan to make a difference. We will collaboratively work with staff, collaboratively work with persons who are in position. We will collaboratively work with our mayor and our city manager to truly make Columbia one Columbia. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your energy.
Good afternoon. Mr. Baddourah, Mr. Duvall, Mr. McDowell. You will often hear me say that it is truly my honor and my privilege to serve as your city manager, to work with you on a daily basis. And I do not take it lightly at all, and neither does the staff. We are very thrilled to see the re-election, Mr. Baddourah, for you, and the election, Councilman, for both of you. I know how the journey has been because I've witnessed it from a distance during that period of time. On a very personal level, as the city manager, I get to witness what these women, what these ladies and gentlemen do on a daily basis, and it truly is a sacrifice of their time and their talents, not just for them, but for their families. And so I hope to get to know your families, Mr. Duvall and Mr. McDowell, more as I've gotten to know the other family members of the mayor and the council persons that serve this city so nobly. And if you ever need anything on a personal level, that is what I am here to do, is to help you with your constituencies and any of the efforts that you may choose to get involved with on a more personal level. A lot of you will have different issues that you want to pursue. And so as a staff, we're here to help set those priorities, and you've heard me talk about that a lot. I'm looking forward to us doing that with you in our upcoming retreat and for the rest of this year and many more to come. So on behalf of the staff of the City of Columbia, we welcome you to your era of service for this great city of Columbia. Thank you. At this time, I would ask Bishop L. Jonathan Holston, the resident bishop of the South Carolina Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church, to come forward for our benediction.
For our benediction, I've been asked to remind you, and I'm often doing this to remind you that there's refreshments downstairs. I don't know why I get the chance to announce that there's food in the house, but that's what I do. And so you are invited to come and to share with these wonderful persons who will be leading and guiding us in our city, and to come and to share with them, and also to share refreshments. At this time, I invite you to stand as you are able. Let us pray. For every beginning, there's an ending, and for every memory, there is a dream. As we share this excitement of those who have offered themselves to lead us, may we celebrate with them in this moment. May we cultivate the capacity to respect and to honor. May we live a purpose that is bigger than ourselves in this city. May we recognize that our lives will be measured by our actions more than our words. And may we be vigilant in service to all, regardless of who they may be. And may we be ever mindful to watch our thoughts, because they will become our words, and to watch our words because they will become our actions. to watch our actions because they will become our habits, to watch our habits because they will become our character, and to watch our character because it will determine our destiny. May we walk away from this gathering inspired and determined to be active citizens in this community and to support those who lead us. As we move from this place, may God bless us to be a people of grace and of mercy. And may we be instilled with the power that is within us, that's innate within us, to do all that we can to better our community and our world. For this we ask in the name, amen. My friends, go in peace.